Yeah, I mean, honestly, we were really good. I think obviously the first stop we lost 6 spots or something like that. So that's 5 or 6 spots. That's obviously tough. But I mean, the car was great. It was the most consistent balance we've had the whole time. If I'm honest, the steering was so heavy for me, and I struggle with that. So I think we were a little limited by that. Because on the short stint right at the end, I mean, we were flying again, and short stints were really good. But I think we might have been a bit too aggressive with how much caster we can run on this track with this much speed and this much grip.
It looked like the top group was starting to come in at the end of the race. I mean, what does that say about what this might race like tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I ran the top lane the entire last 15 laps, and it was awesome. So again, if people are forced to go up there, and people were, Will was going up there, Rasmussen was going up there, and there were a lot of cars that couldn't. So if you could, that was really beneficial. Honestly, there was more usage of that for, I'd say, more laps than I would have expected. Obviously, once it got, marbly, that was tough. But those restarts were a lot of fun, especially at the end.
I think Scott was up there for a lot of the laps before lap 200, and don't quote me on it, I'm probably not perfect on it, but just to know that and no one else kind of tagged along in there until the last 75 laps, is that something you can utilize tomorrow?
I think so, yeah. I mean, again, cars just got to go up there, and so I'm glad he was going up there. I'm glad to know that people were going up there. It was helpful for me as well on every single restart. And people started noticing that, and they started blocking me up top, so that was tough. Pato was really smart, and actually Pillow was really smart when I was trying to pass him. So, it was a better race than I expected, honestly, and hopefully it's good tomorrow too.
I was going to ask, it could have just been camera work, but did you anticipate Pillow moving up in the fashion he did? It looked like late half of the corner he kind of just made a decision.
Yeah, he definitely didn't want me to get to the top side, so but he's a champion for a reason. So I did everything I could because I knew that the top lane was the better lane, but he's smart.
You mentioned earlier about the steering being a little bit heavy. Is that what happened when you had those 2 positions that you lost? I think it was the Siegel and Rasmussen, or was there something else that went on?
Yeah, I completely locked up. I couldn't turn the wheel at all, so just had to change my grip entirely after that, and just get a little creative with it without crashing. But yeah, that was really the only mistake that we had all day on track, and yeah, we definitely know what we can do to hopefully make that better tomorrow.
TV didn't show up, but how'd you get Ferrucci there at the end of the race to get 7th?
Well, we were side by side for 10 laps in a row, so it was actually kind of a fun battle, honestly. But took the high lane and passed him, so it was a good battle, honestly.
No more updates on the situation there?
Honestly, I expected him to drive me directly in the wall, but it was actually fairly respectable. So yeah.